Memo kwa baba Adinkra TV dwumedi ato di Nkomodie so. Nkomodie dwumedi bi a yahyehyɛ ma Ghana fo mo krom ase a omo bodwumadene de som Ghana fo mo krom ha. Ene afofra omo krom ase nye Ghana fo nko a na emom omo dwumedi omo ye de som Ghana fo ene atitiru ni nipa bia omo asa America ase. Na Nkomodie dwumedi no nso nye no nko a na yehwe yesan so hwe te sɛ obi a oba krom ase na oji obi tan ne nkyɛn na ekire no nipa no ne benya ntawantawa na afi ko ba nsensam de ne ede ekɔwi ase na kyese akɔte sɛ ntokwa ene ye fa ne sɛ niema eni kwasɛ kɛba na aba na dwumadie no ye ne sɛche we sɛ obi a wopɛ wasma ka kyerɛ no ensam hyehyɛ manfo ho bebre menka ne saa but sɛ be ya obenyi obi aka kyerɛ no ne asɛm no but Nkomodie dwumadie ne yahye sɛ bra na bɛka wasam kyerɛ ne enu nyinaa ni wasam bobo sɛ de ewu kom no saa na bi obi nso kom ebi ona futu bi hɔ a ɔde ma obi na nipa no etimi edi etu ne hofo enti ne bra menkyɛ ho no wo nipa titru bi wɔ ha se a enem ne bɛtwetwe nkombo sɛ nipa yi obodwumadene wɔ krom ha se edo som Ghana fo pan wɔ krom ha eni wo mo a wo nso wo mu free Ghana ebi free Mexico fo America fo na ankasa nso ne dwumadie no ebi so mo so enti ebra ye nche ho no ye bekọ ebetwa ye ho aba na afia hye Nkomodie na ase ti ntwa ye ho mra okay hwefo esamo akwa babio na momi we dey ebra ye nche ho no mechia wo mo akwa ba so ba Adinkra TV so. Okay. Enti no wo bebo din na fe so baby a ofi wo Ghana agya enim sei na yefri krom a baby a ofi wo Ghana baby a yetete wo na baby a onyini kakra no betimi aka a little o background kakra ye kyaye.
Your friend me Charlotte Akoto. You will me wo Ghana obviously and you will me wo Accra Kolebu. Me ma me ye ekuapem ni achim. On na on fi na me papa de no ye asantini kumawu no fi me mama na etna ye na because school wo me started wo Creek Primary or Eastern Region Tafo and because secondary school on Fancyman. Yeah.
Oh, okay, nice. Entino we be Fancyman no e de be na wo sa ye na kwan da be na we wa say wo pese otu kwan.
Oh, me be Fancyman no kware ni me mama na me ko school nya no tu kwan pa. So catch me say me wie secondary school oba mama tu kwan. But me mama background no oye fashion. Osua fashion wo Germany nti no ba Ghana back no ye opamade no san boutique. Nti unza usa na wo fia ne ko school na beto amadwuma no so family business. Nti me wie no think I mean call fashion school in London. But that year, my application on Casa I too late. We come in China the following year, and come up. But me and Casano, for some reason, no. Na me son, na me Pedrian and no apa. My grandmother no Adrian no bake. But I was very interested in all those things. The time I Casa me call fashion school no, I and Jim no say to me to feel 1 year. But even me one secondary school, so na me ye cookery ni ade. And I was saying that I may apply for a cooking school. Or they may call London, and I may call a cooking school more.
Let us say, oh, you know, nephew, Nesca coffee.
Oh, if mammy born a woman, they name yes, Sikaska baby, but or mammy call, you know, London, I may call ye, me cooking school.
That's nice. Wow. Auntie Uko London, no, one of course, cooking,
I may call cooking school.
And I say, a honor or continue, a start here.
Took quite a
18 years. Wow. Enti uko London no eya okosua cooking no wo sa ko back na say
uncle Ghana back me ba America na me brother penny me papa ba ntino me ba United States be see New York actually even though my brother no say me brother na me now schoolmates ni ade me ba New York for a while.
Enti free friend say London and about New York. I check akra, me sure say I check akra. Enti no, wo ba ye na obetena na fofo ho. Na obetena na fofo no, wo start adwuma ha na say What started you say school now soon like catch aduane no ho ayi no e London na ade be sha ase New York na
me buy no aduane no ano ho adwuma na menyae na ye namfo ni bi adwuma hotel restaurant nti yetumi nya adwuma ni bi fast e ma me nti me started na me adwuma hotel kitchen restaurant nti ade ebo am ne se me wo ho no na you know chef ne so ye mousse ye chocolate mousse ye we na me ye ne kakra na hotel no expanded a day restaurant before that restaurant become and on day French chefs if he France they won't buy it because me ordered that no on started on training me it on top of say me cooking school no so pastry chef as on training me my specialize in pastries.
Wow.
Yeah, it for a while they not me a pastry chef for New York City up until me worry and I mean we you know for a while you know family and stuff.
Inti yentu ye boase inti o New York na o ye chef for sa hotel ni sa nyama.
Yeah.
Na da ben na we waju say ube because I had New York. Da ben na we waju so be move abasa Cincinnati I say.
Yeah, I don't know make us say so with that now we were there for a while, we were in New York for a while. Our move and me and my husband he took Ghana back. At time my woman my for to me Ghana to stay there for a while. Okay, I figure and made 18. To me call Ghana back. You know, no any bakery near there. Honestly, it was tough for me because I said even though me son me knew Ghana no. My real formative years and not there man it's not Ghana. It's me calling I'm now for the be to quine. I kind of felt out of place. I'll be very honest with you. I wasn't really myself, but the plus side of being in Ghana was me my own personal spiritual growth with regards to Nyamiso because pai bodin sorry kone so be sure who dey when Nyamimu. I think say hono and they develop mommy. I want me to mean that strength.
Okay, I think say about spiritual growth side on am pese ye fa aduane no an nti no wo Ghana no wo ye aduane wo start aduane no ho
start aduane no ho na ye restaurant or Tesano club me no aduane ye catering cakes weddings baking. You know, now you supply bread, man. Some of the, you know, stores that were Ghana Airport Shell, Ghana Grocery. Some stores be a Ghana at time now. They were in near the because be steers who soon near your own bread mountain. That time won't be in an own brood in
Into now, you made the near cost for Ghana.
They cost about name you're consistent.
Yeah. And I was doing now you're not almost shedding who need the and I said, school of Butiko Susi on
I think said me what can one want to say? Maybe Ghana was not ready at that time because we share in Ghana now share time I hear now. It's a big difference. Globalization. Since Ghana KFC ni Burger King ni nyama the time I make the knowledge I had no Ghana wasn't ready at that time.
Oh, not to say.
So yeah.
As my make an say no credit to say
somehow.
Now,
you know, me na me local, even though that local na me amount. You know, I wanted to show them what I knew from the mission wabuche. So I was in the the special pastries and special desserts in Adina. At that time, no, na.
Na, enti, now we ye. Abofone aduane nko anase na o ye Ghana aduane bi ka na na special order
Ghana aduane ye wo Tasano club say ye Ghana aduane jollof fried rice ti me ye bibia actually
na abochi wono kosun Ghana aduane ho ana
aduane no azam ka cho say me sa no na me nana eno aduane ti no bibia ye I think a gift finya me let me put it that way
because na pese me hunu say time be now say the kosun abroche abrofo aduane na pese me hunu time be now hunu say Ghana aduane no waduane ye de enti no o say wonko wontimi ni enti o say yam obi edi bie
but me ka cho me say na as young as I was 12 years old now I think say interesting wo ho ti de bia no me sub catch us me nana ye aduane am say to me nko am cold pot mama ye me joy na me so me ye bi It's a do baby no mama who so me pediane no enti no the now for craba me to me aduane na it's just I just wanted to cook. I like cooking for everybody. It's it was just a part of me as I was growing up. I don't know if that's a good enough answer.
Yeah, enti me pese me hu say okay, they say no Ghana dey natwa. Ti the be na we waje say obeba back to America na fi wa be share aduane na say wa ha say.
Ma be share aduane. Anya aduane kwenti na mbae so me can spiritual side of it kakra. Enti around 2003 or 1999, 2003 na me samba back. I me back because na me man even though me wo on wahano. My main reason for coming back was on by college. Now, so only citizens. College year, education yeah, they are better over here, definitely. I came back, but one of the reasons I came back was in spite of everything that I was doing, I knew I was called into ministry. And I knew I was supposed to come back to America. My call was to come back. With that decision, I'm saying about back to,
Okay. So there you was spiritual side no.
Yeah.
Now, how did you know say you are called into ministry?
I'm called into me because the voice spoke to me and said bridge the gap.
Oh wow.
I was born again before I make Ghana. 1989. And in that God would speak and I would hear. He told me bridge the gap. I'll be honest with you, it's been a long time. And my church menasi so kakra fine. My church menasi be brave, but I've always also maintained say I know say me nyame nipa me nyame ba, but maybe my personality and my me pushing myself to do what I'm really called to do. So but I think I'm on the right track. Yeah, so to me, I talk about food and spirituality. I think it goes hand in hand.
Right. So yeah that's what I'm person me enti nyamesum no kan ho bi any aduane no na okay so be back because now calling based on say obeba abruchi na nyame ma na omoyiro kruma no obeji omode manyame. Nice. Enti obedu krum ha no odi ka be share ministry ase na say okobata asore bi obi
man started my ministry. Now I sorry be started with Gospel Light branch started with Cincinnati. I mean I'm so for no Ghana. The main ban. I actually had word of the name of the pastor and everything. Yeah, and now to me buy and I'm a day. You be better on me starting sorry no.
Okay. And see okay, we starting sorry no na sa no ube started as a preacher na say ube started say sorry, normal church member and a chile no, and I say
assisted.
Who assisted me, pastor no?
Because na pastor no, I may assisted.
Okay, yes, nice. Okay, enti from there no, okay, me musa we. Enti who assisted na nyame satam nyame afro, was nyame juma say.
Right.
Who per se you are eager to do everything like nyame afro fufura in him said there, anointing the city. Kekane waso krom ne sa no na ekwan ba so na wo magye nyamesem no ne aduane no
actually me magye nyamesem no say ne asori ne de yekọ ye de be wa sorry but of course I was say me ye adwuma now because of aduane background me started say me pay adwuma ti adwuma me started na me adwuma nursing home ne me no aduane me no aduane na there's a way on no aduane no nursing home. So I am a extra. So na me knowledge na me nim no me de count. Eti no ma onwani eba me ho so we are there. Ti me fi nursing home no. So me catch us na mo a pastry background. Ti from nursing home na me pay I wanted something more. But my maker said all the time no wherever I'm at no me said there's something more I've got to do. That's just the way I am. Eti wo baby even though wo ho na wo ye wadwuma no still Anna bibi so push you say you need to do more. You need to do more. It's me feel nursing home. No, I look for a job that I knew said mama use my knowledge and experience in the area now. You're training me. Even though me no one so me a pastry chef for Jack's Steak and Seafood. Union Center. Westchester. Okay. They also me off for a little bit. Actually, no me need you pa. But for some reason, as fast as I got the job, I was not fired, but I was let go. I was laid off. The only reason was budget-wise, no.
Oh.
Yeah, me paying near and what I was doing.
No too much.
Yeah. Then Kofo just came to eat dessert. They just came and ate dessert and left. And for some reason, no, I guess budget-wise, they don't work for them. They let me go. But I'll surprise you. Even though I had the food background, it laid me off, no. I sat down one morning. I took a table and I sat in front of the table, computer table. I said, okay, Lord, because of me ministry background, I went through a lot of unusual stuff that wouldn't happen to anybody any day. A lot of attacks. Intimate chain table, and I'm saying radiade. I mean, what else am I supposed to do? Because what the miaba, everything's fine. All of a sudden, out of the blue, why may you lay me off? What do you want me to do? Me wahona me manu papa be catch me say obi ko Ghana na ono ye living because sempa na chiro no na opobi ama na kaba nti obe catch me na me say bi a me ye pe hwehwe
me living here dey
living me ye me na nyame catch me say opese ukoyes opese me koyes adwuma adwuma we me ye bi da ye den ko hwe sa anyway. What can matter? I'll just go and trust you. Because Mintia said, me my boys too swaba. Baku or high school. Oh, yeah, supervision. I mean, even though firstborn they 18, legally, no, better me 16-year-old or whatever. No, that time no, they be now it be 19. Now back when I did 17. But gap in here by 4 years. Maybe I'm not giving you the right numbers.
Right.
There's a 4-year gap between the old one and the youngest one. The youngest one was 16. Tinebia Eric and me bapping in 20. But still, I know on your focused enough for me, say, me 16-year-old, Marcotina baby. My God told me, go. I said, hey, me do honor me call age man. It was a temporary thing. Remember, when you plan to call Ghana, but be there 2 months. Me do honor. It is the Holy Spirit catch me say, make sure, say, I did be out documented. Because the Juma Ababe, who may Juma Keke, who be agency, baby.
Wow.
And Ampa, the pressure on me was so strong. To me, started some year research into how to start a home care agency. To me, what honor na girl nearby, Saturday agency near Juma. On the make share 2 people. The 2 people, 9 day, me Traubio, me Befi, Namako. And one time, I started having that urge again. Because when I was saying me move on, I get an urge. And it's like it's so strong and powerful. Say, I have to act on it. That's how God moves me from one place to another. So me just urge, you know. And we put in my 30-day notice with the agency. 30 days. Because I wanted to buy a lot of time.
Right.
I'm like, okay, Holy Spirit, I'm about to jump. You better catch me. Because I don't know why I'm having this urge to leave, you know. But I'm going to jump. Yes, I know. And I'm catching Nipana na mission and Opano say, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm just being led to leave. As I'm catching and say, on Pesemeko.
So instead of 2 weeks, 30 days. Said enough time.
I was buying time.
Wow. That's nice.
I was buying time because it was like I didn't know what I was gonna do, but I was still buying time. 30-day notice. To me catch I'm not share an open say me jai. I'm a share older woman, I'm a share younger kid in the afternoon. 80 paperwork me started say me show nipa me living na me jam bano. But I had time to come home every day because no nipa na me share no call a day hab. So kwa na ma be fie. Na ma be fie, na ma siesie fie, na ma no aduane. We do baby there okoye behaviors. Until I'm into me be fie kra. Na me share on but I was. And also it was tough. It was because the meaning be that. And you know, and not Judy time no how we could dry no bopum. And one time me take a shower, no yes, something ready. What am I doing here? It was a very difficult time for me, but you know, looking back, I'm disappointed.
Until we them into no na. Saturday now ura no way.
Me radie you call Ghana no. And or 2 kwamba, 2 kwamba no. Oh, na yentem tete.
Oh, no dikaba.
Yeah. So Osambai. no ba senka oba be adwuma na e si restaurant but oba Ghana no oba ha no am Ghana na intem tete nti o niam ankoye bi nti aware ni de gu ye nti one of the reasons why I had to come back because I was said me hwe me ma no yeah nti live near the nti make said even though I na me ni ho no because the money nti na bia oba no bia Nkomodie mu na bi no ma me some information suggested that you know to live in Hona me share no na me sua a lot but it felt like a strange land for me. You know, Bible came about when the people were taken into Babylon and how can we sing a song in a strange land? It's not a lot of things that was happening at that time. No, I was not familiar with it. How do I take care of people with disabilities? How do I mean, the patience. When you pay constantly yelling and crying and beating and hurting themselves, me who be that? To me, they say, what is this? But the Otiana said, they trust me. Not dear, and I was recording a lot of the things I was doing paperwork wise, and then just I settled into myself to learn instead of fighting. I was learning. Until you do time when you pan fee Ghana back no. Na on the me share baby and we didn't living to daytime. But I'm sure 2 people. Into an opinion. But then I started getting that urge to move on. Into but remember sending me my paperwork, me research into how to open a home care agency. Into me catch Mama Nana me trying to say me move on. Till the following morning me call and I say I knew how to put this across and I said I will be catching me, but a person can me an individual provider. I'm say, well, me wahana me person make a be because you know me age mamobi. But me I'm in the process of starting my own. No saying obey my first client. Into no friend support a staff by and one thing led to another. You catch me says application normally take about 3 months. But I'm catching you within 3 weeks, now my license about
3 weeks.
3 weeks.
3 months instead of 3 months.
Because me you chair me or catch him to catch my minutes so and chamber. Also, you're sure. So therefore now no, they my own for another staff for me. But 3 weeks, never back.
But I mean, no. I prefer not to say we are GD ni and also a Christoni. Na say wo ye bibi na say Nyankopon kasa kire wa na wo say otie. Because etie Nkomodie ai utimi say draw point bia na so person jampe na ade bebre ye hu okrom ha ne say bebre na no epeso mo nkasa ye omodwuma na omodwuma na omoye no kwan ben no best start because me am say mommy edu me bia won say won kasa bia bebre na ba okrom ha se omo omo no mo sina adwa enso na odwuma dada omo ye ni makese akese Ghana mo de ba beto medu ha no mo je ni na egu ho ebi wa anisu adisu mu bia Nyankopon de hye omu eye o senko mbetimi no beto medu ha no enam se bia o sene ade fiefo ebe fro mo ne ade ntino na omo je ni na egu ho beto wo no wa nwene ho se bia o be start wo yi na se anko ya o be den na utimi jai no ato an se wu jai
me de na maka no sa na metie se urge ne ba bibia I'm sensitive to it. It's me start feeling I have to take the step. And I really don't look at semi wusikana miniscan. I just do it. The biano me come and say, Lord, so when I catch him I always use this sentence, I'm about to jump, but you better catch me. Wow. That's what I say. You better catch me. I'm about to jump. This is a leap of faith. But he won't fail me so that.
Anytime I jump, be as what you
jump will be your catch me. Yeah.
And then Nyankopon ase.
Jump will be your catch me.
Okay.
Yeah.
When we ye nsema wo kan nyina no ye wo niema a wakomu.
Matthew.
Na ebi ho a enipa bebre go through the same things a omo no mo fi say enkom pese omo jumping. But omo so say de wo kan ebi omo jumping a na Nyankopon ka catch omo say de wo de say anytime wo jump you Nyankopon catch omo. Enti no no wo fi say e dey na ka obetimi aka kire ye ne pese jumping no.
Who person jump now him say nyame di bibi first of all no na make say me nya that strong urge. That voice a bit impressive on me won't tell me until I act on it. It will be our kwan nyame ne kasa. You don't just take the step because eye me se menye, but you want to make sure say nyame na
voice
no fi nyame. Because one yes and so I'll be making big mistake.
Inti yemra back to saying the we so be no.
Yeah.
Inti ubi no can say because they say no minim say no say aduane. So na da ban na ofom CNN no esa be share aduane na say.
Eti be agency ni nyina aduane no de bia me bia me ye. Ti bia no bi the order ba me wo fie. But me ye agency no and I mean my vision to start the restaurant. Till me started say me working on opening a restaurant. Eti be 5 years ago no and you be a restaurant no. And she says I'm many agency ni bio.
Oh, what agency no say focus on
na me focus on it.
Okay, so at a point, you know, at a point ben na who say me je agency na me start aduane ya. Aduane betimi aboa me atua me bills and so I say de na agency say me sure say na agency na ekoso kama. Agency
no cost until yenya a little bit of problems with the state. It was a paperwork issue. On by inspection. Actually, in inspection po documentation we ananka was here yeah. Na agency no started no na me disabilities near call Medicaid and Medicaid. A Medicaid no I think said the way no training and no educate you with how to do documentation. At that time no yeah good enough. Based on experience I mean and America even with the staff that was with us no. See we were kind of just doing stuff. But ni other side of it. Until you realize it, you know. Now, one of the case workers for a client I near one, I just saw paperwork be a your paperwork in here. Can it and it 100% because you know I was so shiny pan and it was a documentation issue. Take copy a state, na state G, a Medicaid license. But now still I'm the other license for developmental disability. By that time, no, I just felt like I should let it go. Teammate town agency no man will be for free. So that time na restaurant no, so I ready.
Me bow na because me say agency as me working. Me say kind of phone be brain na to me be bisa na along the way no. There's a paper work be na ya suspend your more licenses na fe no. Ya ma wo mo akotene fie na say ya je from na wo say wo start over na say enti no almost suspend license na omo farmer back bi wa na say city.
From what I understand, I think 7 years after no
be oh wow, that's enough long time.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay.
But me no that time na again no, I'm be a restaurant no. Now already no my background Adrian no, that's really where my passion is. Until I didn't want to juggle both of it. Juggling it is a lot. Until no, I knew again in my spirit it was time for me to
move into the
restaurant.
So
I did.
Okay,
it's a restaurant no.
Yeah, my restaurant no ho no. Enti restaurant no start here no. Na honkeka no te say na man for mobile ho no honkeka no. Any challenges be okay, me fan say o start here no. Me say o start here na enti say tama obi the order ba say ye bibi ma me ma kono and dey say dey now she dan fan your full time. But would be a full time I say dey rain kwa na me ye no. E ya wonye bibi anka ho no. Na challenge net say. Na man for ba.
Enough for I mean customer sure. Now, experience well, we are strong because restaurant and you see any young koji loan. Me near be so de me who kakra be shame.
Just a partners.
And you see you know sika de ye de shame ma ye de see. You do baby I mean can show. You do baby so an scanner.
Yeah.
Me faith journey as some make a show. You see restaurant. Yami ma dream say see ade. Edu baby ana sika sa wo ye ne den but shane ya me be kwan no discover she me tewe me how oh yeah but odi on my wie adwuma no me equipment crowd 3 years as a me talk equipment.
Wow.
But at the end of the day everything was bought and paid for. Now we be a restaurant because with this calculation we need backup money, operating capital,
right?
So how are you going to do it? By faith. By faith. Sanya woka ubie so a nyeze ubie na eni paba na edu baby a okwa obi a wunim se wo adom achede a wonu aduane no so wunim nyeze bia wo ma wo so wunim achede nyame dia so unu aduane si wonu bi ama
na chesa Nkomodie mo ade
just I wote hono mo ye ne den
that's
betina wa na o check o pese phone be ring keke na wafa no bi at order kakra woman ya bedumu light. I'm being very honest because I want people to know say enye sa wo shade na sia na nkofo shade na sia hwe won o ye nyame somfo enye one day ne ade bi a wo shase no it take time
kakra
and te foto am de be mani pa no make sure say wo plan bi a plan wo operating capital bi a peto ho but me there in my position no maybe that's how God wanted me to learn how to solely depend on him. My catch on my journey about jumping and stuff.
Right.
But that was another journey for me. And ukwa everyone ya bedum electricity. But only me be you do no so ade enche. Na when you skate ya. Na so. Me say and same be but I kept persevering and praying. Persevering and praying. You do baby you see area now one inti na nipa ma. Me so ni bibi when you do my maso di kwa baby me see awie enti no me bompa enyame beye so paibo and paibo kai say me enyame so me ya ordain me as a pastor even though I go through stuff but we pray and you rally people around you, people who are like-minded, people who know God, people who fear God. In prayer, a lot of attacks come in, you know, spiritual attacks, because any won't say normal. But you persevere and you pray. And never be a dream, and you one day thing. And see, Tam Ben, who says, he said, it must any mess, and you know, who cost to who be a store now from some Cindy Peba, and I was 8 to me pass. So, Tam Ben, I share you on your preparation. I won't bet you. Some know, as a crime catcher said, or say, unfortunately, if it's a minimum a year time, a year patience, a year focus, a year consistency. You know, I was saying, making sure, say, first of all, you're putting out a good product. Number 2, making sure, say, adia ubedino, adia uyama ubino, ubediana. Money clean, customer service, we are very nice. What else? Me focus pie taste. Ediane ne de. So bedia ka say ediane de. Don't shortchange the people, because when you shortchange the people, you shortchange yourself. Right. You shortchange your business. Adia wundi no man for moving. And that always makes a big difference. So I say, the way I be practicing, you know, cleanliness, how to cook the food. Yeah, we also be yeah na ala carte. To be order dian and say I check. Bibi o honum there was so see ho. But when it comes to our meats and stuff, upon you also no. But when it comes to chicken, fish, beef, dance and no. To be banana fresh. We banana fresh. Ti wo nya niam be chef fridge mu. And ka say we me save time. Because who save time at the end of the day in one short change you today biano making sure that you put out a good product and it will testify for you. Because in Kofobe Samba Bekachos Adriania Wayamami, and that's how we've been able to get a lot of customers. Meaning a lot of marketing. You know, it's amazing. But we get people, your clients, and you just can't afford. A brofudi Adriane. You want my brofu to me online or dabe fufuning cutting quai, and motoning cutting quai, bankuni tilapia. A brofusu di Adriane. Yeah, Adriane, many knows my head to the point where it's not just Ghanaian. Your American soul food. Your greens, your fried chicken, your pork chops. Last time I almost say I might have to say about home sena boni be diabetes when I'm say hey. So what channel to Nkomodie quite. I'm saying they say koye. Yeah. Oh nice. Nice. Okay, until you when say enti se say nyame adom ne me ekoso am say afa no na still na no na sofudie no nso no eno so na ekosen, because they say no customers ne bo no e ba no why busy. Yeah. And she say mpaebo no ne you know so na fe ekosen na what me kan na ne mienu na abom sa. See ade my imagine say me kan ni na abom. Because so another ministry here Juma say. I'm very happy where I'm at. And I know say nyame na ama me wo ho. Me grow pa. Na sa ministry no bet my friend saying general intercessors prayer ministry.
And also Cincinnati.
I was Cincinnati or Hamilton, Ohio.
Hamilton, Ohio.
Yeah,
Nice.
border of Hamilton and Fairfield.
And no more members, no more common.
Yeah, especially I love the unity in the ministry. The pastor, very humble man, Pastor Bernard, Iwapiasa, and other pastors that are there, Pastor Seth, and then also Pastor Kwame Kingsley. So there's 4 pastors. You take it turns. And to be our kind of who on duty, and then you go and you preach. And you lead prayer.
Wow.
And then I also have a women's ministry called Women Arise. It's a prayer ministry. Every Wednesday, you're born by your phone. Yeah.
Okay.
That's what we
do. And see, when you're sure, sir, now, Namia Frew, and as now, we are softening into now, what's me, a boss edge, no, I mean, kind of say restaurant, no, now it's made. Would you dear woman, sir, because Ubuano and Yosofo? So I say, and to say, or go through Sandy, no, what's me,
yeah.
To say any panofi say, I didn't know me, I catch any pana, because no benefit, as home say, you cast a freight to need to be yes, will be a bit dear, so a bit dear. Intino, oh, no, no, yes, of Intino, made them say, and Untina Mao, Gidiano, yeah, a ultimate Gigino, will be your sofa, that's on so good to my then obey.
I mean, some the title soften, yeah, the two so. But and not just a writer we would GD so. Me casa from experience. My funny pa, you do baby and now we are now say, we they met to me and now. So I say, a year and yet be big, but dear me, my baby, when I say, a year consistent trust in God. Yes, sir, Adrian said, it doesn't matter what happens. Because one can say be easy. Right. It's number 1. I didn't know the OBFM. I'm not here to give anybody water down the gospel and tell them say, oh, nyamesum ede. Me experience nyamesum ede. But say, ono na afrewa unfail with that. You just focus one day at a time. Because you say started and kwani emeto. So the difference with that is, and come to me and say, well, the anani and 20 million day. Mommy to restaurant, but I kept at it. Consistency. You don't stop. What you say? You don't stop. I say when I'm weak, then am I strong? A honey, a mirror, or the training, or this showing, or the man with you when he feet be biaso, because oh yeah, dear no coesia. Why should you do when you're what shall I say?
Minchuano, where dear I out of 4 in creative sooner, or Nigusua Oshi, and I first on Nkomodie, and Agusua was Oshi. Na said ye, Emma me kind. That is a patch say, Unye Christonia or so fanyame. I was so
fanyame because yes, my main culture, life is spiritual. Life is spiritual, and yet the one we are saying. I'm talking from experience. Maybe in another time. I can give you more of the things I've been through just to build up your faith. And Niama Bibri. But I near Kakra, the enterprise.
Right.
And the impact is making on people.
Right.
So I saw Fudini Drian. But maybe another time so I can talk to you about my experiences that has opened my eyes.
The best wedding could be now. We know. Said ye interview, and I see you Nkomodie, Maybe I say Adriani be sana wo ye wo because bo be ka say mo ka aduane ho aduane yenye hu aduane kro mo aduane bi ben sa ko se bi pe ko bi wo ha say obi osijani ko ma say onu say wo ha say ubenya efi aduane de de ne ntina e hu say mo ye adwuma pa e de so because enyu obi na pa abofo na aduane no maybe tie say mpefufu pa so me pefufu ntino in that case no aduane be sa na wo no ye yes, will be pebie di obetimi abana fe so location no ni wadwuma ni din no because I was say enipa hu no timi ba obedidi.
Yeah.
Command ni pache.
Command mo ache. But look no further.
Right.
Yeah. Your restaurant needing the Divine Appetite Cafe and Catering.
Divine Appetite Cafe and Catering. Okay.
Yeah, even though people say it's an African restaurant, but ye fufu, ye appetites and okay, ye banku ni tilapia, banku ni okro. Just a few duani bia bedroom bia fufu ni katen kwanye wa ben kwanye. Just a good soup bibia. Yeah.
Okay, now what the location no? How far side there wo?
8982 Cincinnati Columbus Road.
but to was na obu afena no fa natural because aduane de ahia obu fa dwuma ba ko bo watama ne honam nyina ya ne mre o pe bi adi enya fro be ko kitchen but hu be bi say na eja obefa number no afre na say obefa ka na waba ho ntino but to was na fa address no ene edin no to na amanfo ntimi peke se be ya obi pe bi obetimi aba
mate address before my address no me ka Ghana aduane ayeye
okay
e ya brofo so dio
e brofo so dio nya Ghana fo kwa de
nya Ghana fo
that means obi wo afefo se wo adamfo bi Togo broni Nigerian na so pe aduane bia dia efi aduane dia that's so ordinary divine
because your customers Nigeria for back Togo for Senegal for back Cameroon for bia nya ne dia yes
nice
and bana brofo de no so fried chicken, baked chicken, yeah, different kinds of fish.
Okay.
If you are baked, if you are fry, depending on what they want. Pork, yeah, soul food.
Soul food.
America for dinner.
Hey,
collard greens, mac and cheese, all kinds of vegetables, the yams, and yeah, Caribbean, so jerk chicken. Him say. Ghana for your pedimoko jerk wings at the
especially demoko no ma wo try ko mu try kakra no
also the John way channel you need license here
ma me try
wo beto de
akọ ma ko try fie
beto de yeah nti yes and your money nyina yes and Caribbean for curry goat curry chicken nti your menu need diverse ti enya different kinds of customers
okay. Enti no o de location se bi o na make no de location bi betu home enu aso me ba home se na bread bi mo to bread ko se bread bi na
brodo se kan brodo
na te say eno no tea bread ana se mo ye butter bread ana se sugar bread we ni na bi
na se ya na de no so kan ye butter bread ye tea bread
you know de na ye fia bi a Ghana mo ye bi no na we bi o ye na de vi koko no ne ye wo be ko na obi anya ne kura koko gum no acha ne ti no de kabro de wi a
ye bibia some catch us me na no e brodo enti me ye brodo
oh wow
and apart from no so no ye own ginger drink Ghana for don't find a mudro no ye
no mamo so ye mude wa ha
ye sobolo
mo so Ghana for kom ha
bibia na biba no afa brodo no afa sobolo no afa mudro
no carry
ya atwomo ye meat pie spring rolls
bibia na ha enti sa no obi ye wedding obi ye outdoor and obi ye program bia eno so timi mo that large quantity
ye na de bia ye weddings and yeah, catering all the time.
Okay, and so no na me bisa say obi pe say bi obi ye program bi wedding because obi to ne bedding sa no ofra obetimi anya na sa large quantity obetimi anya
large quantity yeah.
Oh wow, nice.
Yeah, universities that were around us in Miami students, African students, UC African students, even College of Worcester all the way 3 hours away. Yeah, cater with every year. And say COVID in Ankola no shedanye, but yeah more than that.
Mommy and Yamishro.
Yeah, bibia. Profuno crowns so catering with us. Ghanaian weddings, whatever we do it.
Nice, nice. No, okay, into memoirs are the location on the address no. The telephone numbers will be paid will be to me afraid. Na Nkomodie no, you be so. Into next part 2 na beto ano. You best have 5 bibi ye best that bo kra be hwe aduane no. Said the city. So what I say because we will pursue location no baby aduane no internet say no the location no and the address no and the telephone number will be pebia obetimi afre.
Okay. Address near first of all Dini a Divine Appetite Cafe and Catering.
Okay.
And address near 8982 Cincinnati Columbus Road. Westchester, Ohio. Zip code here 45069. Your phone number is 513-777-2111.
Okay, wait me say number needs to be.
Yeah, 513-777-2111.
Okay. Enya me ase ene dwuma pa mo bo ne da masepa so ene sum pa mo de sum friends Ghana for ne friends ada eyi o mo krom ase dem sika ye no. Enti ahwefo se de wa so gusu ani wani gusu a wo hwe no. Ye de dwumede na ba wi ya ne sa na Adinkra TV de se de ya sha ase no ye bebo modern ane se baby bia obia Ghana ni bia hye eya o ye dwumadie bi resum Ghana man no ye bebo ye ho modern se ye betimi atwe nipa no ne na kotwetwe nkomo na ya hwe ne dwumadie a wodie na fe nso niema a ofa mu ode bedru ho na se wo no pese wo ye dwumadie bi ana se bibi wo ni so so pese wo ya wonso watimi anya saa gidie no atimi de aye because me sure say tie bebre free mu mi ho ne se do se fa mu ne gidie ne sometimes wo bibi so pese wo ye bet aso unhunu bet ene mi se yesu bi free mu timomi Nyankopon chita opa ne dwuma pa mudie ene mre nso a wonya ma ye nso ene me bi nkomo ye nim se eda foforo no ebesa aba ne abefa part 2 no ne ya de ato aso de akọ other side se ene was Nyankopon chita o
I'm sure
ene e chite besa hye bi bye bye
bye